This is Bus Demi e-Learning Academy. This leadership academic content belongs to series of leadership styles used in the USA corporate industry, academic institutions, the U.S. government's departments, the military, and other U.S. civil organizations. This video in particular focus on the transformational leadership style. The one question is, are you a transformational leadership style? History of transformational leadership. The term, transformational leadership, was coined by sociologist James V. Downton in 1973. Leadership expert James Burns defined transformational leaders as those who seek to change existing thoughts, techniques and goals for better results and the greater good. Burns also described transformational leaders as those who focus on the essential needs of the followers. James McGregor Burns, 1978, introduced the concept of transforming leadership in his descriptive research on political leaders, but this term is now used in organizational psychology as well. According to Burns, transforming leadership is a process in which leaders and followers help each other to advance to a higher level of morale and motivation. Burns related to the difficulty in differentiation between management and leadership and claimed that the differences are in characteristics and behaviors. Another researcher, Bernard M. Bass, 1985, extended the work of Burns, 1978, by explaining the psychological mechanisms that underlie transforming and transactional leadership. Bernard M. Bass, 1985, extended the work of Burns, 1978, by explaining the psychological mechanisms that underlie transforming and transactional leadership. Bass also used the term, transformational, instead of transforming. Bass added to the initial concepts of Burns, 1978, to help explain how transformational leadership. Bass's work established that transformational leaders demonstrate four factors: individual consideration, intellectual stimulation, inspirational motivation, charismatic leadership, and idealized influence. Bass's Factor 1 of transformational leaders. Individualized consideration. The degree to which the leader attends to each follower's needs, acts as a mentor or coach to the follower and listens to the follower's concerns and needs. The leader gives empathy and support, keeps communication open and places challenges before the followers. This also encompasses the need for respect and celebrates the individual contribution that each follower can make to the team. The followers have a will and aspirations for self-development and have intrinsic motivation for their tasks. Bass's Factor 2 of transformational leaders. Intellectual stimulation. The degree to which the leader challenges assumptions, takes risks and solicits followers' ideas. Leaders with this style stimulate and encourage creativity in their followers. They nurture and develop people who think independently. For such a leader, learning is a value and unexpected situations are seen as opportunities to learn. The followers ask questions, think deeply about things and figure out better ways to execute their tasks. Bass's Factor 3 of transformational leaders. Inspirational motivation. The degree to which the leader articulates a vision that is appealing and inspiring to followers. Leaders with inspirational motivation challenge followers with high standards, communicate optimism about future goals, and provide meaning for the task at hand. Followers need to have a strong sense of purpose if they are to be motivated to act. Purpose and meaning provide the energy that drives a group forward. The visionary aspects of leadership are supported by communication skills that make the vision understandable, precise, powerful and engaging. The followers are willing to invest more effort in their tasks, they are encouraged and optimistic about the future and believe in their abilities. Bass's Factor 4 of transformational leaders. Idealized influence, provides a role model for high ethical behavior, instills pride, gains respect and trust. As a development tool, transformational leadership has spread already in all sectors of Western societies, including governmental organizations. Are you a transformational leadership style? The transformational leadership is the new leadership paradigm as it focuses on charismatic and effective leadership elements. As the name suggests, the leadership theory seeks to create a new approach to leadership. Over time, the leadership model has become popular following its focus on intrinsic motivation as well as follower development, which is in line with the needs of most workgroups that may require inspiration and empowerment to succeed in difficult times. Northouse, 2016. Following are some examples of outstanding examples of contemporary transformational leaders. This researcher recommends these following examples as perfect academic cases to research and develop analysis of these CEO corporate individuals executives. This example of transformational leaders relates to two leaders, two major companies, Virgin Atlantic, British Airline, and Ford Motor Company, American multinational automobile manufacturer. These leaders are Richard Branson and Alan Mulally. Richard Branson, an outstanding example of a transformational leader. He had the vision for Virgin Atlantic, but through his support for followers, the company has realized extensive value. He introduced the idea to a team that has worked with him to realize outstanding results while he nurtures them to be better in their undertakings. Unlike previous leadership styles where the leader seemed to possess all the power in a team, transformational leadership distributes power amongst all stakeholders. Alan Mulally, one example of a successful and effective leader, CEO of Ford Motor Company. He led a major transformation at Ford Motor Company, before he was a CEO of Boeing Commercial Airlines. During his career he utilized a «leading together» philosophy which helped him to build trust throughout the companies and develop a culture that openly communicated when problems existed. As a transformational leader, Mulally was able to step into Ford Motor Company at a point of near death and create almost a complete 180 turnaround. Mulally had successfully transformed the foundation of the corporate culture by cutting down labor cost of United Auto Workers from $77 to $55 per hour in 2014. Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs. Contemporary transformational leadership style. What the researcher thinks about Apple and Amazon. People want to know what the next Apple device will be while wondering what industry Amazon will enter and dominate next. These companies have a strong focus on the customer, innovation, creativity, and a long-term vision. Bezos is known to be a transformational and task-oriented leader. In order for Bezos to transform his company, he looked and still searches for ways to become innovative. He is a leader known for planning and delivering results through creativity. He played a key role in the growth of e-commerce. Bezos is an exceptional and proven business leader. Steve Jobs. Late Steve Jobs is known for being one of the most iconic transformational leaders in the world. People who worked for Jobs said he was constantly challenging everyone to think beyond what they had accomplished, that he always pushed for and wanted more. These are more examples of contemporary transformational leadership style. 4 transformational leaders that are relevant to the distinctive industry they represent. Each one of these leaders made their mark transforming their specific industry sectors. Bill Gates. Fueled by his passion for technology, Bill Gates encouraged employees to put in efforts and develop innovative ideas that can turn into a long-run revenue generator. As a transformational leader, he is all about mixing innovation and creativity with research. Elon Musk is the billionaire, entrepreneur, and engineer behind Tesla and SpaceX. While Musk has received his fair share of criticism, and his fortunes tend to rise and fall from week to week, his transformational leadership has already left an indisputable mark on the tech world. Reed Hastings founded Netflix, currently the world's dominant online media streaming platform. His contributions include the transformation of Netflix into a media behemoth that rendered competitors, such as Blockbuster, all but obsolete. Jack Ma is one of the richest businessmen in China, whose net worth exceeded $60 billion as of January 2021. Here are just a few of his many accomplishments. Jack Ma co-founded Alibaba Group, a holding company with multiple subsidiaries. He has received recognition and acclaim for his role as an entrepreneur, businessman, leader, and more. Let me explain what are the advantages of transformational leadership. Despite the challenges of transformational leadership, it does have many benefits. Some of the 5 advantages of choosing a transformational leadership style include eliminating micromanagement and allowing employees to make the best decisions for themselves. Creating an equitable workplace where leaders and their team members all share responsibility for company success. Increasing morale by helping team members rediscover their passion for their work and showing how their behaviors directly make a difference in the workplace. Developing a culture of growth and learning where everyone strives to share their knowledge and skills with others. Easily adapting to industry changes and incorporating new techniques into outdated systems. Let us talk about the cons, weaknesses and limitations of transformational leadership. 4 limitations. 1. Limitations in applications. One disadvantage of transformational leadership is that it is not universally applicable. It is useless in new and chaotic groups or organizations, those that perform mechanized tasks, and in emergencies or situations that require quick decision-making or prompt problem-solving. 2. Dependence on the cultural context. Cultural factors also limit the application and effectiveness of transformational leaders. A study concluded that more traditional cultural values do not benefit from transformational leadership. Hence, cultural context determines the applicability and effectiveness of the transformational approach. 3. Transactional leadership can pressure followers. A transformational approach to leadership distributes accountability across the group or organization by giving them autonomy or ownership over their tasks. This can be a weakness. Some individuals might find additional collaborative and leadership roles and responsibilities too demanding. 4. Negatively impacts individual creativity. Note that one of the strengths of transformational leaders is their role in facilitating creativity and innovation through collaboration. However, the transformational approach enhances group creativity and innovativeness but negatively affects such capabilities at the individual level due to dependence. In summary, what is the main focus of transformational leadership? Transformational leaders focus on transforming others to support each other and the organization as a whole. Followers of a transformational leader respond by feeling trust, admiration, loyalty, and respect for the leader and are more willing to work harder than originally expected. A transformational leadership style inspires employees to strive beyond required expectations to work toward a shared vision, whereas transactional leadership focuses more on extrinsic motivation for the performance of specific job tasks. Learning to balance this style can help leaders reach their full potential. The video is from Bus Demi e-Learning Academy. The owner of Bus Demi has the expertise of more than 20 years of the project management industry. Bus Demi is a PhD in business management, multinational electronics industry practitioner, an academic university business professor in the USA.